This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Mayfield going to the air right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion goes the tight end. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Regular, 180.
Henderson running straight ahead. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete. Travion Henderson. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. You've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And again, it's Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
First and goal, New York.
Now Mayfield. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Real. What's up?
Now a toss left side with Henderson. And he takes it in the end zone for a giant TD. Trevion Henderson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This to Laporta, right side. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air goes Daniels. Right side to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Daniels going to keep it. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
70 range. Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
To throw is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes they...
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted on at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10.
180.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The big fella. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome, but I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, it's got Ibuka. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield to throw it. That one complete to Naylor. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Run.
Henderson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Once more with Henderson. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get a little bit of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get to the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Hurt.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Cowboy Cougar 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 target.
Another run for Gibbs here. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off him, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And this is what you like to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Gibbs is going backwards. He's going to be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jaden Daniels, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The slot man in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Run. Pistol. What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah. Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rocket.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
19 Lions. Street. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Daniels. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 28, Giants 14. Check clock sticking off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hyatt goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. Hyatt there to grab it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Giants.
Emeka Egbuka. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Cougar 19, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Egbuka. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 6 brings up 3rd and inches.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
He certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in, I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Giants.
First down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Giants.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Mayfield.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Baker going to change it up.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Up the middle, here's Henderson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. That'll be complete to Henderson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-yard gain.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Mayfield. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 32.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
They go on 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Trap 50, trap 60, Buffalo 18. Riggs, Riggs. Mustang 19.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Panthers, Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer.
To throw is Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's 1st down. Mayfield to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Baker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
And the big fella stuck that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
There's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Now, the Giants' season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.